Game Time Network is proudly sponsored by Matt Gaddis at State Farm. If you need help with car or renter's insurance, Matt Gaddis has you covered. And we are also powered by our friends at Wired to the Nines. For any low voltage needs, reach out to them via email at wiredtothenines@yahoo.com. And don't forget about our friends over at Bigsy Sports Grill. If you're looking for a great time and some great food, head over to Bigsy Sports Grill on Brookville Road in Indianapolis. Thank you to all our sponsors for supporting the Game Time Network. What's going on, everybody? Man, oh man, first night of the NBA play-in has concluded, and as someone that has been openly negative about the play-in, I will shut up. I will shut up. What a night. What a night. I thought that Blazers-Suns game was going to get, I thought the Suns were going to pull away. They did not pull away. Blazers win it. I've already made the thumbnail with LaMelo Ball in it. I'm not going to change that. But wow. Hornets beat the Heat. Blazers beat the Suns. NBA has not posted the highlights yet for the Blazers and the Suns, but we're going to get this rolling right here. Hornets get the win over the Heat. I got to pull up the stats. What a game. Amazon, great coverage, by the way. I know people were mad that the game had a technical difficulty there in overtime. It is what it is. What a game. What a game on both sides. As you guys have seen on Game Time Live and everywhere else, I'm so glad the Miami Heat aren't going to be in the playoffs. Hornets, potentially we could have Hornets and Pistons. Obviously, the winner of this is not locked into the playoffs. They play the loser of Philadelphia and Orlando tomorrow night. Couldn't be more proud of the Charlotte Hornets, man. Obviously my co-host on Game Time Live, D. Cott, not the biggest fan of LaMelo Ball. I will say this about LaMelo before I praise him. Stupid shots, stupid turnovers, and, there's a lot of diverse opinions about the Bam Adebayo incident. Get this out of here. Bye. There was a lot of diverse opinions about the what's it called? The Bam Adebayo incident. But I will say this, it was, regardless if it was an accident or on purpose, it's a dirty look for LaMelo. He's already got a bad reputation. And for you to do that is even a worse look, to be honest. So I'm not proud of what he did as someone that's been defending him on the show these last couple of months. And man, it was getting to a point where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go into it. I'm in another Justin Herbert situation. If he keeps playing like this, especially after he turned over the ball in overtime. We may just jump to the fourth quarter, to be honest, because I mean, one thing, I want to give LaMelo credit because early on in this game, like you see right there, I thought he balanced his 3-point shooting with his playmaking and 3-point shooting. Him and Concanupple shot, let's just call it like it is, piss poor tonight, 2 of 22. Both of them were just bad from the 3-point line. Concanupple was horrible on both sides of the ball. LaMelo Ball was okay on the offensive side of the ball, but pretty pathetic on the defensive side of the ball. This was one of his only threes of the night. Concanupple, I think, was 0 for 9 from 3. He did not play well at all. LaMelo didn't play great either. He put up 30 points, but I'm going to start calling LaMelo Ball Kung Fu Panda. He's Poe from Kung Fu Panda. He's got all the talent in the world. It's just sometimes you're like, what are you doing? It's like you've got all this talent, I don't know what we're doing some possessions with this Hornets team. There was a moment in this game, I think it was the fourth quarter, where they're trying to come back after losing the lead, and they took, I think, 4 missed threes in a row. Thanks to this man right here, Kobe White, they stayed in the game. We're going to jump to the fourth. And I'm gonna play that for you guys because this fourth quarter was, it was nothing short of insane. That Blazers game was just insane right now. Advia got the and one, did what he had to do to will his team to go play the Spurs. But this game was absolutely nuts. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe what I was watching. Kobe White, incredible player. That's what you brought him in for nights like this, when LaMelo isn't shooting well, when Con isn't shooting well, when Brandon Miller was, okay. Kobe White stood in there and made shots that the other three couldn't seem to hit. And that's what you need. We all know that this roster is not talented enough to win the conference or go to the Eastern Conference Finals, probably even get out of the first round. So when you have another guy that can take the pressure off your three still pretty young guys, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at the Hornets and how they played. They could have been better. You went up and against an experienced Heat team who have been in the play-in like 50 years in a row at this point. So I give a lot of credit to the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo did not play well, but he also did play well. It's a weird way. I don't know how to judge LaMelo Ball tonight because he played well, but he also did not play well. Like, you had 30 points and 10 assists. I think the assists are the real shiner in this. The way he was able to find his teammates, specifically Miles Bridges and Brandon Miller tonight. But you shot 12 of 31, and then you shot 2 of 16 from 3 with 3 turnovers. One of those turnovers almost costing you the ball game until you went on the other end and got the game-winning layup. I think another thing that people need to point out about LaMelo Ball that people aren't going to point out, I thought he played well the whole night. 9 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second quarter, 9 points in the third quarter. We then get to the fourth. 0 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists on 7 minutes. Brother, overtime, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Now, overtime's 5 minutes. I'm not going to I'm not mad at that. But I am going to bring it up. You got the game-winning layup, but you made a lot of just stupid mistakes. This game winner was crazy. I mean, and I was saying before, so Harrell makes this free throw, and I'm like, okay, timeout. You don't need a 3. Like, you don't need, or not, you do need a 3. My bad. I didn't say that. But I'm like, 12 seconds, draw up a play, do what you got to do. And honestly, I didn't know what the plan here was because I was sitting there like, man, you got to get the ball in. Like, this inbound felt like forever. And I'm like what's the play? And even on this play, like, Kobe just catches this, no hesitation, shoots the ball. And the defense isn't even bad here. Just, he makes the shot. And he had the buzzer beater at halftime or whatever it was. I mean, just, there's still 10 seconds on the clock. Like, this gave Spoelstra a chance to draw up a play, which it was an okay play. It wasn't great. They give it out here to Harrow. Harrow brings the ball up the floor. I'm not going to really call that a screen. Then he gets a screen. Harrow on Miller. And I said it after the shot. I'm not going to lie. I thought Harrow was going to drain this because I don't know what Brandon Miller was doing here defensively. You're lucky Tyler Harrow didn't drain that. Another thing I want to go all back to say is Miami, I apologize for how harsh I've been about you guys regarding the deadline. I see why you didn't trade a bunch of assets to go get Giannis because, man, if anybody's asking for Khalil Ware, if I'm Pat Riley, I'm telling them no. 12 points, 19 rebounds, and 5 blocks? Yeah, I'm not getting rid of that. I think you do got to make a decision between Harrow and Bam. These guys are great number 2 guys, but it's not going to get you anywhere. You got to go get a number 1 guy. But I hate to say this, Heat fans, I think Pat Riley may reach for John Morant. I really do feel like he's going to reach for John Morant. And I don't know what the ceiling of that could be because, like I've said multiple times on the show, John Morant has a ceiling. And I think and his stats have gotten worse year over year. I don't see him getting any better than what he is right now. I'm going to check if the NBA has uploaded the Blazers Suns highlights. If they haven't, we'll just talk about those real quick. I don't think they have. No, they haven't yet. Usually they have those up pretty quickly, but it looks like they don't have them up yet. But that was a crazy game too. I thought the game was over, and then Jeremy Grant hits back-to-back threes. Then I think Devin Booker got an and one. By the way, that Phoenix Suns team needs Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks played really, 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 really well for them tonight. 20 points. Jalen Green put up 35. He'll probably have 7 in the next game, though, against whoever they play, Clippers or Golden State. Hornets, we'll see who they play. I think they're going to play the Sixers, but, Blazers beat the Suns, so I don't know. Blazers Spurs. Daryl talked about it earlier today where he said, I think the Suns are going to win just off star power. And I said, the two guys to keep an eye on, well, I said Shaden Sharp, and he had 12 points, but that's not bad. I said the guy to keep an eye on tonight was Denny Avdia. This was going to be his coming out party for a lot of the NBA fandom, and he showed out, man. 41 points, 12 assists, hits the game winner to win them the game. Basically, the game winner. Grant got a late game dunk. We got a dunk at the buzzer, basically, to drain out the clock. But is Denny Avdia a number one option? I think it's still too early to tell. But man, 41 and 12, like he's been the reason they've been this good all year, along with Klingon and everybody else. But he's the guy leading the charge. It's hard for me not to say he's not the number one option. I just think they need another significant piece around him. You've got good role players around him, but I do think you need another number two. Now, I don't think Scoot Henderson's going to be that guy. I don't think Shaden Sharp, maybe he could be that guy, but I think you need someone that can be more guaranteed every night for you. But when Avia's dropping 41 points, I don't know if anyone else is going to be able to get you like 25, but, could be wrong. We'll see what happens with Phoenix. I thought they were going to win tonight, but, man, shout out to the Blazers and shout out to the Hornets. I do want to go to this overtime play, though, before we get off here. And I also want to be done before 15 minutes, so I gotta really push the pace here. I don't know if they're going to show the turnover that LaMelo makes, but for people that may have not have saw what happened during the technical difficulties, this is what happened on the technical difficulty side of things. If my system would load, there we go. So 120, 123. LaMelo drives inside, gets called for a foul, which, there's contact there, I guess, but I don't really see it. LaMelo gets the and one. Are they going to show the missed free throw? Because he misses this free throw. So they don't show it. But just know LaMelo misses the free throw. Obviously, we know what happens here. Harrow fading away, Kawhi Leonard-esque hits the three-pointer. Are they going to show the turnover? They are going to show the turnover. So this is where I was like, oh my gosh, Daryl is going to kill me the next time we get on. Thinking to myself, like, what are you doing? And not only that, watching this back, it's like, I want to blame LaMelo, but it's also like, guys, he's being trapped. Brandon Miller, can you come up to the ball a little more? Like, is this not also, like, yes, it's on LaMelo because this is a really stupid pass, but is it not on the rest of the Hornets? Because clearly, as he's bringing this ball up, look, Spoelstra's telling him, go trap, go trap, go trap, go trap. You see this. Brandon, you see this. Miles, you see this. Whoever this dude's out on the floor, you see this. And you guys choose to still stay. We're not social distancing out here. Come get the ball from him. Like, you clearly hear Spoelstra and the assistant coach telling them, go blitz him, go trap him, whatever. And you don't. And this isn't and same thing on LaMelo. Really, really dumb pass. At that point, hold the ball and let somebody else come closer. Because you're up to shot clock's off. You need to bait them into fouling you. And credit to the Heat, they don't foul and they get a foul call here. Which, from this angle, I can't really say if it's a foul or not. You guys can be the judge of that. And this is what I'm saying. This is the cycle of LaMelo Ball. So Harrow's gonna hit these free throws, right? Inbound the ball. LaMelo drives in on Jaime Jaquez, gets the layup. And then the second best player of the night for the Hornets, Miles Bridges, like patiently waits. I mean, this was just good. This was a great play by Bridges. Waits on it and gets the timely block to send the Hornets, to the next round of the play-in. This was a classic game. Classic game. The game in the West was a classic. No notes. No notes. No notes. Beautiful night by the NBA. Speechless. This was a great night for hoops. Spurs Blazers prediction before I get off here. I'm gonna say Spurs in 4. I want to give the Blazers a game, maybe because Portland, good energy. I always try to take into effect how good would the crowd be. Yeah, I'm probably gonna say Spurs in 4. Look, they beat Phoenix tonight. If they get a game off San Antonio, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm not even going to go that far. I'm going to say the Spurs in 4. And even if it was the Suns, probably say Spurs in 5, maybe 4. But people got to quit doubting Denny Avdia, man. I brought it up earlier today on Bias with a Little Truth, and I'm glad he showed out. 41.7 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 blocks. That brother may be a number 1 option, and I would have never thought that. Folks, that's going to do it for this episode of Game Time After Hours. I will see you guys for another episode tomorrow after tomorrow night's Playing Games. See you guys soon.